What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Sega Man back with another video. This is a pickups video. Now, this is going to be a short pickups video, man. I went out today on New Year's Eve to Half Price Books, and I found a couple things that I picked up on the cheap. You know what I'm saying? And I also got a game from Thrift Books. Now, if you guys don't know nothing about Thrift Books, check them out. They don't only deal with just books. They have movies, video games, and other types of things like that. And you can also earn money towards or earn points where you can get free books. You know what I'm saying? It's really cool perk. There might be something out there that you might want to pick up and read, you know what I'm saying? Or something you might want to find that Thrift Books might be able to offer for you. So it's a good website, guys, to shop for your games, your music, and your movies. And you get good, very, very good deals. And most of the time, things come very well packaged. The discs you get are never scratched. Sometimes, if it says applicable, sometimes it might have a little wear and tear on them, but they're not like deep scratches or anything like that. It's stuff you can either buffer out just by wiping and cleaning it pretty good, or you get them in perfect condition. Mostly games and music CDs that I got from there were in flawless condition. So check out Thrift Books and also check out Goodwill Books. You can find awesome video games there too, movies, and also music CDs. If you're into collecting, if you're a retro collector, which I'm a retro collector of video games mostly, but I also collect retro DVDs, Blu-rays, and also retro CDs from back in the 80s when I grew up on different types of music. Like I like all types of music. I can't really get into country music. I'm not saying that it's bad, you know what I mean? But I like to find old school rap back in the days that I grew up listening to, and that was like really the prime of my life. You know what I mean? And I like to find those CDs, and I even find them on tape cassettes. Yes, your boy Sega Man. I still find tape cassettes, which I'm hearing right now out here, uh, out here in the collector streets. This is true. Cassettes are becoming collectible again, and they're going up in prices. That's right. Audio cassettes are going up in value right now, just like if you were to go out and buy albums and vinyl. It's starting to go up again. Retro is a thing right now, whether it be video games, music, or movies. All right. So check these places out, guys. They have really good deals that won't break the bank and make your wallet cry in your pocket. All right. So let's get into what I found. And I also want to show you guys some great Blu-rays brand new that I found for a really cheap price and where to get them. Now, I only got a few games, guys, here that I want to show you. Now, I had one come in from Thrift Books, but what I'm going to show you first is two games that I bought from Half Price Books. Half Price Books, when you go in there, usually when you go to the video game section, especially your boy Sega Man, a lot of the stuff I already own. I told you guys this in previous videos, but sometimes when you go in there, you can find things that you might not have owned, or you could find something that's at a very good price. Like right now in my Half Price Books, they have an Atari Jaguar in the box games. They have a Super NES in the box. Slew of games, but they're games I already have. But you will pay for those systems. Now, those systems in there are not cheap. They know what they are. They do their homework and they look it up. But if you're a diehard collector like your boy Sega Man, these days you're going to have to pay. You know, people like me and Hebot got lucky back in the days because we knew the right times to go out there and buy up games that were either getting ready to go out and the new were coming in and they were slashing prices like crazy. Like that happened with me with the Sega Dreamcast. When the Dreamcast was on its last legs, I went to GameStop. I don't know if it was called Babbage's Back. I can't remember. But I went there and I bought all these fighting games for such a cheap price. I'm talking like $10. And now the one game, Project Justice, I think I got it for $10, man. Flawless condition. Didn't even look like it was played. That game goes for over 200 something dollars right now. Over $200, just that one game. You know what I mean? So, what it is when you're collecting for video games, it's timing. You have to know the right time to do it and when to go and look for it. And you also can find gems if you go and shop your local thrift stores. You know what I mean? You have to sometimes dig deep. You know what I mean? But you can find them. Let me tell you a real quick trick. This dude that would search for video games with me told me people that see a retro game that they want, they'll try and hide it in certain places, right? Like they'll try to hide behind, like if you go in a thrift store and you see like clothes, right? A shelf of clothes. They'll hide it in there. Or they'll take the CD out, the game, and they'll put it in like a Lawrence Welk case. You know what I mean? Like a CD that you wouldn't be interested in looking at. You know what I mean? That you'd be like, man, you look at it like, what the hell is this? Or some kind of, like, I don't know, like Mozart CD or something. They'll hide the game in there. You'll see the case there, and you'll say, it was not in here. It's gone. It's there. Sometimes. This doesn't happen all the time. But if you go through where you've seen that game at and you look through whatever else is there, if it's mixed in with CDs, other video games like you might not look at, let's say like a sports game, that CD can possibly be in there so they can come back and get that game. Because I had done that before and I've actually found the game in another case, put it back in its original case, and got that shit for like $2. So you have to do stuff like that sometimes when you're a diehard collector of retro video games and video games in general. You have to do that. And always remember to check your disc. Don't pick it up and go like this and close it and go to the checkout counter. You have to always check your disc. Always check them. All right. So that's a little tip today from your boy Sega Man. But I picked up two great games, guys. Two great games. All right. Now this one is an Army Man game that I didn't have for the original OG Xbox, called Sarge's War. Now I didn't have this one. I picked that up for $5 at Half Price Books, and it is in flawless condition. Flawless condition. Uh, has the instruction manual and the disc in it, and it even has the little thing in the back. I don't know if it's a registry card. Yeah, it still actually has the registry card in there too, which is really cool for only $5. That was a good find I found there, right? And I also picked up for $2. I picked up the official U.S. Army game, right? It is America's Army, uh, Rise of the Soldier. Now I found this for $2. All right, found that for $2. This is not in my collection. This looks very, very good. It looks like it was very well done. The graphics actually look pretty awesome, on this game. It's by Ubisoft, and I found this, and it's also complete in its case for $2. So I couldn't pass that up. And now I have two more games to add to my OG collection. And what I like about these games is they actually come in the original green case. Sometimes when you get some games and you collect for Xbox in general, 360 or OG Xbox, you're gonna find like the case might be like a neon light green, like a limeish neon light green. That's not the original cases. Now they look good in those, but it's really hard to find sometimes the original OG Xbox games in its original lime case colors, green colors. It's hard to find them, or you'll find them in regular black covers, like regular DVD colors. But you can always pick that up and swap it out when you find a game you might not like as much, and swap it out with an original one. Like a good way of doing that is find a lot of old school sports games that nobody's buying anymore, and you swap them out and put the DVD cases on those sports games if you want to keep them, and you use the original lime green cases for your games that you find that you want to collect for. That's another thing that's great to do if you want to make your games look better and in its original entirety, is to find the cases for them in old sports games. Now, the last one I have here that I got from Thrift Books. This is a back compact game, and it is the it's MX versus ATV Untamed. Now I found this for $11 on Thrift Books. Now, I've researched this game on different sites. It was more $15, $18. Now, that's not bad. At my local exchange, it's around that price too. I think I seen it for like $17, $18. All right. Now, that's not bad. It really isn't bad. It's not like your boy Sega Man couldn't afford it. But I like to shop on thrift books. All right. I like to shop places like Lukey Games and Goodwill Books. If you go and do your research, guys, and you want to become a true collector of gaming and not have to break the bank or make your wallet cry in your pocket, try those places. You know what I mean? You can find good prices on these games, and if you buy like a few things, you get free shipping. You get free shipping. That's with thrift books, and I think Goodwill Books does it, but definitely Lukey Games does it. If you shop on Lukey Games, if you spend over $26, the shipping is free wherever you live. It's just regular business shipping. You know what I mean? But it's free. You're not paying for shipping. You got to spend at least $25 at Lukey Games, guys, and uh, you can get some great games that you want to add to your collection, and you don't have to pay shipping. And they got great customer service, and they have great games. Now, remember, if you go to Lukey Games and you hit a game like this, and it says disc only, all right, you hit the little tab and then it'll go down where it says complete. It might go up $1. It might go up 50 cents. All right. You can either choose to buy just the disc if you already have the cover at home, or you can buy it complete for a few more dollars. Just remember to do that, because if you don't and you put it in your cart, you might get a whole bunch of discs in the mail without any cases. All right. So another one to add to the back and pad that was recently bought to the greatest system of all time, the Xbox Series S and X, that do true backwards compatibility that nobody else can do right now on any other game system. This is another one to add to the collection. So I cannot wait to download this and try this. These are great off-road games, ATV, you know, quad, you know what I mean, dirt bikes, different things like that. You know, I like Forza Horizon 5 and I like the Forza Motorsport series, but I like all different types of racing games, like dirt and other games like that. Grid, I love all kind of racing games, and I'm glad to add this to my collection for that price. Now, guys, one more thing I found at Half Price Books. This is Necrid. Now, if you guys remember Soul Calibur 2, all right, this was an extra character that Todd McFarlane made for Xbox, PlayStation, and GameCube. Each of those systems had their own exclusive character. Xbox is my choice of brand, and my exclusive character was Spawn. And I think the exclusive character for PlayStation was the dude from Tekken with the ball head and the spike hair on his side. I can't remember his name. And the other one for the GameCube was Link. Now I own that one. To me, Link is the best one. Now I own Soul Calibur 2 for the PlayStation 2 also. And yes, the Tekken character's in there, and that's cool that he's in there. But I think the two best were Spawn being added and Link being added to the GameCube and the Xbox, which was Spawn, which is really, really awesome. Great graphics back at the time, beautiful colors and backgrounds. Soul Calibur did in their fighting games, but everybody got the character Necrid, and this is the one that he added to every other system. And he is a great character too, but I found this for $8, right? $8. Now, it didn't come in its box or anything, but it was only $8, and I'm going to display him in the game room downstairs. I'll try to hold him up a little closer so you guys can see him. He's very detailed. He has his own little platform there. You know what I mean? But I couldn't pass it up. You know what I mean? I couldn't pass it up. That's him, the back of him. Very detailed. They did very good work. And you could buy these things back then. Like I think the Spawn, Necrid, different ones you can buy to add to put in your gaming room for like a nice showpiece. So I also picked him up, right? So let's put him down right here. Now, real quick, guys, real quick. All right? Because I don't want to make this too long. It's New Year's Eve. You know, I might do a Hangouts later. So if you guys are around, I know a lot of you might be with your family, but I'm thinking about doing a Hangouts later, either by myself, just talking to everybody that came, you know, the Alpha Brothers, the Exile Brothers. If you want to come and chop it up with your boy Sega Man later on this evening, I'll probably will be doing a Hangout podcast. I might see if I can get my brother Hebot in there, or Unlimited, or Tucker, any one of them, you know what I mean, or my brother E-Rock. And I hope you guys really enjoyed our New Year's Eve podcast. It was great. I want to give a big shout out to my brother E-Rock, man. I'm so happy that I met that brother. You know what I mean? We've created a podcast together called the Exile Podcast. It's doing fantastic. We have a great fan base that come and join us every time we do the podcast. You know what I mean? And when they come to the Alpha too, it's a lot of Alpha and Exile brothers that come and hang out with us all the time, guys. If it wasn't for you guys, man, I don't think we could really keep doing this. You know what I mean? But it's because of you that we keep our podcast going. No matter how many subscribers we have, you know what I mean? It does not matter to me at all. As long as you guys come and rock out with your boy Sega Man, E-Rock, and the whole crew Unlimited, Hebot, Tuck Master and T Reaper. If you guys keep coming and hanging out with us, it's all good, man. We really appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about. Coming in and just rocking out with your boy, talking about Xbox and talking about gaming. Now, before I go, guys, I'd like to give you a little tip. If you're into collecting Blu-rays, right? Now, I have a lot of DVDs I bought from this place too, but I'm not going to show you all that, okay? You have to go and check it out because I don't want to make the video 30 minutes, okay? Now, if you go to your local Dollar Tree, okay? If you go to your local Dollar Tree, you can find some great DVDs and Blu-rays. Yes, Blu-rays for $1. Now, if you're into like cheesy horror movies, right? Sci-fi horror movies that are, on the cheesy side, low budget, action flicks, anything like that, right? If you're into those type of movies, you can get them on Blu-ray for $1. So let me just show you a few Blu-rays that I found for $1, and I'm going to show you one great DVD that's a really good movie back in the 80s that I found there for $1. I was surprised. My mouth dropped to the ground because you can't get this on Amazon for $1. I know you can. Okay? So what I'm going to show you is just a few Blu-rays that I picked up at the dollar store. All right? Now this first one here is called Dead Hitting. Now I've never seen this before, but like I told you before, I like cheesy horror movies, hack and slash, because some of these movies, nobody never gives them a chance. Some of these cheesy movies that you find are fantastic movies. Like, I like the full moon cinema movies. I collect everything full moon, from Puppet Master, from Blood Dolls, Ginger Dead, Hideous, Critters, all these different types of DVDs I collect from him because he makes these really low budget, cheesy, crazy ass horror movies, and I love it. Puppet Master is a cult classic. That's probably his best franchise he has from the whole thing is Puppet Master. Everybody knows about the Puppet Master movies, okay? And I love movies like that. So I found this looks like a hack and slash evil on a plane. Now it sounds kind of corny, right? But this can be a fantastic movie. You know what I mean? And it's only costing you $1, so it's not like you're losing out on 15, even $5 or $10, $1. You can't beat paying $1 for a Blu-ray. This beats Walmart's price with their cheesy movies that are $5 versus $1. So I'm gonna check this out. This looks like it'll be an interesting Blu-ray movie to watch. Now the next one we got here is called Dollface. This looks like a cheesy kind of like horror flick. The covers are very interesting. You know what I mean? Some of the covers of these Blu-rays are believe it or not, they're amazing covers. And people might say, "Yeah, that means the movie's really bad because it has a badass cover on it." But that's not always the truth. The movie can be good as also. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you got to be into this type of stuff. This grindhouse, gritty, cheesy flicks, horror flicks or action flicks or whatever have you have to be into that. I'm into that. So I know that I'm going to enjoy this Blu-ray and movies like this because I'm used to them and I love them. Now I got my good horror flicks like Phantasm, Evil Dead, Reanimator, all the Exorcists, all the Amityville horrors. I own them all, brothers. I own them all. I love horror flicks and I love sci-fi flicks, but I also like the cheesy ones. Now here's another one here called Original Gangster, right? This is on Blu-ray for $1. Now this might be like a cheesy, action flick. But some of them are funny and comical, also make you laugh. But some of them are also pretty goddamn good. You just have to give them a chance. So I picked that up also for $1. Original Gangster at your local Dollar Tree. Now this one here looks like a good sci-fi Blu-ray movie called Dark Was the Night. Now this looks pretty good, like a sci-fi, maybe kind of hack and slash. You know what I mean? And this is called the Dark Was the Night. Now this looks like it might be pretty good on Blu-ray. Now they had the DVD there also for $1. So if they have both, what are you gonna do? You're gonna buy the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray is gonna be a little bit better, and it's also a Blu-ray DVD digital copy, which is awesome for $1. So you can't beat that. So I'm gonna check this one out also. Now this one here I had to pick up. I didn't know this brother was in the movie. It is by Tony Jaa. Okay, this looks like a good action flick, good karate flick. I don't really get the action flicks, the Japanese or action flicks of today because they're kind of boring. I like the old school karate flicks back in the 70s and 80s. You know what I mean? Where they flew around like Golden Arm, the Seven Deadly Sin, Fist, and different things like that. But the reason why I got this Blu-ray is because it has your boy featured in it, RZA. RZA, I believe this is the RZA from Wu-Tang Clan. He's in this DVD. This is called The Protector 2. And I got that for $1 on Blu-ray at your local Dollar Tree. So this is probably gonna be pretty decent. It has RZA in it, so I can't wait to check this out, man. It just looks really good. You know what I mean? It looks really good. And I hope that's the RZA I'm thinking about. From RZA from Wu Tang Clan, because I like the Wu Tang Clan, man. I love the Wu Tang Clan's music, and I got a few of their CDs, man. I watched the show that was on Hulu, so I hope this is pretty decent, which it looked like it will be. So you can't beat it for $1, guys. You can't definitely beat it for $1. Now the last one I'm going to show you was on DVD form because they did not have this. They did not have this in Blu-ray because if they did, Sega Man would have got it. I grew up on uh, great old school 80s movies. I grew up on breakdancing in the day. Uh, it was a big thing in the 80s for us. He bought people like Ewok will remember those days, and 100 and all those good brothers and 108 Dragons, all the OGs out there, right? This is called Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo. This is a great, great movie, guys. Now, the first Breakin' was a great movie. It had Turbo in it, and our brother, rest in power, Ozone, just passed away earlier this year. His partner that played in Breakin'. Good brother. He was one of the original lockers that also was on What's Happening. He made an appearance on What's Happening back in the 70s. He's one of the original pop lockers, and he just passed away so recently. So rest in power to our brother. But if you like old school, good flicks, Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo was awesome. This is very, very retro. The Breakin' movies are awesome. This is just really good to collect for, guys. 80s pop, 80s rap, all that stuff. These are good movies that you just don't see anymore. You know what I mean? They just don't make them like they used to, man. But this is a great, great movie. I am glad to own this on DVD. I have never seen this for $1 on DVD. So when I went to my local dollar store and I seen it, I'm like, wow, bro, I gotta pick this up, man. I have to pick this up. This is great. And it's by MGM. So what MGM is doing is they're redoing their movies, reprinting them, and they're putting them in dollar stores. So if you like MGM movies, you need to go check out your local dollar store because they had some great gems back in the day when it came to retro movies, and Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo was one of them. This is a great movie. Go to your local Dollar Tree, guys, and check it out. Now, I missed getting Breakin' 1 because Breakin' 1 was at the Dollar Trees, and I didn't know that. You know what I mean? So if you want to buy some good cheesy movies that are horror, action, or anything like that, sci-fi, check your local dollar store. because you can find regular movies in there that you would find in an exchange, in a Walmart, Target, anything like that, but you're not going to get them for $1. You'll find them for $1 in your local Dollar Tree. All right, guys? So, hey, that's all I got for today, guys. Happy New Year's Eve. Like I said, I'll probably do a Hangouts later. You know, I might have a little bit of the sippy sip. You know, if you guys want to come and chop up gang with me, we could talk about anything. Gaming, what happened in 2021. Just chop it out with your boy Sega Man, guys. I want to thank everybody for joining and becoming part of my channel. Everybody, man. Everybody that's came and has subscribed to me. Much love and respect to all you guys, man. I really, really appreciate it. People like Smitty Smith, that's been rocking out with me. Lewis L. Just everybody, all you guys, all you. I can't name all of you. You guys know who you are. You guys know who you are. Peltrex, all you guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Fatal, Lord, he just recently has joined the Exile and Alpha family. Welcome, welcome, guys. Let's take it into 2022. Rocking out with your boy Sega Man and the Alpha Podcast, Xbox Alpha Podcast, and the Alpha Brothers on the panel, and the Exile Brothers, E-Rock, the Don King of Xbox, myself, Tuckmaster, Hebot, Unlimited, and T Reaper, man. You guys have a safe, happy New Year. If you're going to drink it up and get lit up, stay in the house, man. Rock out with your family or come and chop it up with your boy. And if you're doing something with the family and you got a break, come and check me out later on this evening. It's probably going to be around 8, I'd say around 8, 9 o'clock. Look for me around 8 or 9 o'clock. All right? I'm just going to chop it up for a little while. I'm not going to go into New Year's Eve. I'm just going to chop it up with you guys. All right? Come and join me later on this evening, guys. You guys have a safe one. All right? Peace and love. Xbox for life, guys. We don't die. We multiply. Peace. And you know what my saying always is, guys. We're eating good over here on the Xbox side. All right? Peace.